to return, we have to carry out our independent assessment in line with the international best practices to ensure that they are actually safe for them to go back. So most of the communities now, like the 7 local governments in Adamawa State, have been declared safe. So the process of return has begun, and we are providing support for the IDPs to return back to their various communities.
Majority of these IDPs, because I went with you to inspect 3 of these camps, and it's observed that majority of them could not read or write. Any education plan for these rescued victims?
Well, what we've tried to do is, because of the support, like I inform you, we have serious collaboration, and we've gotten a lot of support from the UN system, especially UNICEF. UNICEF are working with us in the provision of education to the IDP's children. And under the Safe School Initiative, there is also provision for education of IDP's children in the camps. And this has been ongoing. You notice when we visited some of the camps, you can see that there are educational activities taking place. Of course, there are some classes, and we have teachers. We've even asked some of the children, to speak to us in English, and they are trying. Look at the environment in which they are living, and look at the challenges. These are people who are traumatized, but still they are able to cope, and then also embrace Western education, especially that even American university have also mobilized some teachers on voluntary basis, are going around teaching these children. So I think we have no problem with the IDPs.
We noticed that most of these camps are isolated and very remote from town, from living areas. Is this ideal for these IDPs?
Well, you camps are situated where you are comfortable with the security situation. Security of IDP is paramount. Is the #1 priority as far as we are concerned. And you cannot situate camp unless and until you have assurances from the security agencies that that area is safe, and they will provide protection for the IDPs and those living in the camp. So we have no problem, and thanks be to God, we have not experienced any attack in any of the camps that we are managing.
Is it proper to use schools? Because it's observed that most of these IDP camps are very close to schools. Is this an ideal situation? Is this recommendable?
Certainly, it is not an ideal situation to have camps situated in schools. But in a situation where we found ourselves, where there was no prior provision of facilities, say you have identified these facilities is for reception center. We don't have that in this country. So the available facilities that are available to us are mostly public places like schools, churches, mosques, and other rehabilitation centers that you have across the country. But there's a deliberate and conscious effort to move all the IDPs that are living in public institutions like primary and secondary school to places where they are not used for schooling, so that normal students that attend those schools can continue with their education. And you are witness to that. We are trying to move one of the camp in Giri 1 and Giri 2 to another location.
Talking about international best practice now, do they have provision of adequate security apparatus to shield them?
Certainly, all the camps are manned by security agencies, both DSS, military, and police. So we are satisfied with the security situation in the camps.
Alhaji Sani, it has been nice having you in this most insightful conversation, getting us into the world of these rescued women and children. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
And that's as much as we can take in this episode of Question Time. You may also send us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Join us next week on another exciting episode of the show on Channels Television. Many thanks for watching. I'm Benga Ashiru saying goodbye.